Thank you for the introduction. So I work with Luca at the center, and I work mainly as a national contact point for the Horizon 2020 program. So Lee has before already gave a quick introduction of the Horizon 2020. The only thing I have actually to add to that is that you can participate from Japan. And we have the figures to show. So in Horizon 2020 right now, there are about 20 projects, 60 projects with Japanese participants. And in the program before, we had 160 projects with Japanese participants. And our role here at the center is to help these Japanese participants to participate in the program. And they can participate in the program to various kinds of ways. One of them is in a general project with usually at least 3 organizations from the EU. In some cases, it's only 2 organizations as a RISE project. They can also participate in coordinated calls together with the Japanese government. Inside of Horizon 2020, there are specific coordinated actions where, for example, the Ministry for Internal Affairs or GSC is providing funding for the Japanese partners. Or it is also possible to participate individually to the program, such as pneumatic reactions and ERC. Now, that was very short. Now about the specific services that we have for you. Well, of course, one area is that we are providing a website in Japanese for the Japanese participants to know what are the procedures, how does the program work, what are the current calls for proposals. But at the same time, we are running a help desk where we give one-on-one support in order to participate in the program. So we give guidance on topics, or we give guidance on specific administrative issues, which we often do, and we link with the European Commission in order to solve a lot of issues that arise when the Japanese organization tries to get into a program like that. For that, we have Japanese translations of most of the documents in Horizon 2020 available on our website. As in Japanese organizations, they usually need to process this type of documents, such as what kind of agreements, what are the rules of participation, the legal type of stuff. In order to also help them, we organize trainings to make them familiar with the EU projects. And as a final item, we are helping with partner search as well, in cooperation with the Enterprise Europe Network that Luca just mentioned, which is actually a rather large network in over 60 countries with 600 centers and 3,000 professionals that will help put companies, put universities together for business cooperation, but also for innovation, for research projects. A lot of in the database, for example, a lot of the items are specifically on Horizon 2020. But that's not the only area. NCP, I don't know how many people are familiar with NCP, but NCPs you have on every thematic area in every country. So there are many NCPs all over Europe and the world, and they get together in thematic networks, for example on ICT, on health, and they exchange information on partners, organizations for certain calls. And some of them even have dedicated partnering databases as well. So I guess that was quick. If you want to contact me, I'll be around this afternoon, or please have a look at our website of NCP Japan or EURAXESS Japan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stein. Actually, I have a question since we have a little bit of time. How does it work when someone wants to create a profile, for example, on the EN database, or anyway is interested in getting in touch with someone in Europe?
Then For EN, the first step would be that we help this company or organization to create a specific profile. There are 5 types of profiles that can be created on EN. 2 for business partnerships, 2 for technology partnerships, and 1 for R&D partnerships. So it works that we help them to create that, put in the advantages, the specifics, what kind of partner is sought, and then it goes through an external review process in the commission in order to see whether the profile is of good enough quality to put into the database. Then it depends what kind of companies or organizations you are looking for, that we can specifically target specific contact points in Europe. So there are 600, so there are a lot to choose from. Also in discussion with the company or organization, we can choose to which partners we will send that. And then there are various types of sector groups as well in Europe. For example, sector groups on ICT, sector group on nano. And in these groupings, the profile will also be specifically promoted. So that's basically how it works. Then of course there's NCP as well. NCP has less strict regulations. That usually goes about just sending a short request to the specific NCPs in Europe, and then they will help you further. That's the main process.
Thank you. So and this works also for startups. So for example,
Course,
the companies
yeah.
that today presented. So
All companies welcome, there's no limitations.
thank you.